Hey, what is going on, Twintendo Nation? Hope you're having an awesome day. Today we're going to be doing a double bill anime episode review. We're going to be reviewing episodes 8 and 9. We're going to be going back to weekly, hopefully by next week's episode. Just been busy with Mystery Dungeon videos and stuff outside of YouTube. But yeah, we're going to be reviewing episodes 8 and 9, me and Ollie, as usual. And these episodes are Don't Give In, Piplup, an Ice Flow Race in the Sinnoh region, and A Pledge We Made That Day, the Ho-Oh Legend of the Johto region. Two very good episodes. So we're going to start off with, obviously, with episode 8. Ollie, let's talk about it. The one with Piplup. Piplup's, I can't remember the exact name, but a very good one. They go back to the Sinnoh region, Ash.
This was probably my favourite episode of the whole show so far. We get to go to see Snow Point. It's a lot different from how I see it in the games, obviously. It's got this very festive feel with all the lights. The episode itself was really funny, with Piplup trying to compete for, I think the trainer's name was Misaki, trying to basically compete for her attention against this very smug Krogunk.
It was very funny.
It was a really funny, touching,
light-hearted episode.
Yeah, light-hearted episode. It was just fun, and
Yeah.
Team Rocket, obviously come into it as well. They had their own dynamism.
Yeah, about
the
time
fun.
they showed up, and they used their kind of capsule machine again, which we'll talk about. But essentially, the episode starts off with Ash and Goda catching Pokemon at the sea, and a random Piplup just appears, and it looks shriveled and it's about to die because basically it is that exhausted. It turns out it swam to the Kanto region all the way from Sinnoh, which I'm assuming is pretty far. I'm assuming they're quite close, obviously. You don't have to get a plane like other regions, but yeah, he swam a long way.
Yeah, considering they've had to get a boat to get here, obviously to Snow Point, I think it shows you how far he's actually had to come to get to this port in Kanto. And obviously, just before we see Piplup, we do see Go catch another new Pokemon. This is going to be like a customary thing at this point, but he does catch a tentacle.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, I was wondering what he caught because he does catch a Mantike later on. But essentially, someone's put out, the trainer has put out a missing report for Piplup. So obviously, they take Piplup back to its owner. And it turns out Piplup is just jealous of this new Pokemon its owner has, which is Krogunk. And basically, it gets praised a lot for essentially what Piplup did when she first caught it, for being very good at swimming and just, I don't know, a lot of stuff. And Piplup's just incredibly jealous. It's like when a new kid comes along and you're like the older brother, but you're getting, the new kid's getting a lot of attention and not you. That kind of thing you see in a lot of like TV and stuff. It's kind of like that, really.
Yeah, and she's kind of oblivious to it as well, which is kind of surprising because it's very apparent that this is the case. I mean, even Ash and Go figure it out. So for them to see that and not her, we might have found the character more dense than Ash Ketchum.
Yeah, I mean, that's going to be difficult, but I guess so. But yeah, the episode is just kind of Piplup versus Krogunk, really. In the, they sign up for I guess it's like an ice race kind of thing. I can't remember the exact name for it, but Piplup is the defending champion, actually beating Napoleon last year. But this Krogunk is essentially, when Piplup first met Krogunk was much faster than Piplup, so that's why Piplup swam off. Maybe trying to train, but also trying to get away from his trainer. But they're evenly matched in this one now. But I just thought, Ash signs up Pikachu for this thing. Pikachu's race, drowning. Yeah. It was a really dumb idea.
The race was a bit weird. I mean, what I find funny about it, obviously you say that they signed up for the race. Well, Piplup just grabs 2 stickers from the desk and just slaps it on both Krogunk's head and its own head. And that's it. They're pretty much entered. Krogunk probably wasn't bothered about it, but Piplup wanted to prove himself. And I remember seeing the preview for this episode, and obviously the previous episode we watched, and I was really excited for this ice race. I was like, it's going to be cool. And then they show you the track, and it's just one straight line. I was like, that's a little disappointing.
Yeah, and it doesn't quite go to plan because Team Rocket show up and kind of, as always, just disrupt everything. They've played a really low-key role so far in the anime series, and it's kind of been a bit disappointing. They just come to catch all the Pokemon, and we haven't seen them in ages, and I just thought they'd have a bit more screen time. But they do use the capsule machine, and they get, I think it was Machamp and Beartick out of it. I was actually really surprised to see Beartick. I don't know, I just don't think I've seen it too much in the anime, and I was really glad to see that make an appearance. But yeah, they just kind of, again, try to catch all the Pokemon swimming, and I don't know, it was an okay appearance from Team Rocket, but they were just as gone as soon as they arrived, really.
Most importantly, they disrupt the race, and that's obviously a big no-no. Piplup and Krogunk looking to cross the finish line when Beartick rocks the boat that everyone's on and their trainer falls off. Rather than obviously completing the race, to prove who is better, they hear the sound of her glasses hitting the water, which is obviously how they've met this trainer in the past, by returning the glasses. They speed back. Like, it's incredible. It's like an explosion of pace. And they come back and team up and save the day. And it was kind of touching to see that they can put aside the differences and just help each other. And obviously, they do save the day. And Team Rocket are defeated by a Score Bunny's kick to Beartick, which looks kind of like it wouldn't really defeat it. And then Pikachu sends them blasting off with the usual Thunderbolt. It was kind of nice at the end. Obviously, the race gets cancelled because of Team Rocket.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of dumb. Like, let's just restart the race, because it's a yearly thing.
Yeah.
It's not like it's every week, so I thought that was
you
kind
thought
of
they
stupid.
could have just delayed it, yeah. But nonetheless, maybe we'll see that in another episode at some point. Who knows? I doubt it as well, but it just seems a bit odd, an odd choice. Obviously, at the end of the episode, obviously as they're waving goodbye, going back to Kanto, Ash and Go, you see Krogunk and Piplup holding hands, and I thought that was kind of nice, like considering they were butting heads not too long ago. But no, the trainer drops the glasses yet again, and a new rival appears, doesn't it?
Yeah, it was kind of like, oh, here we go again. Like, it was, and it's a new Pokemon appears, Psyduck. I say new, obviously we've seen Psyduck loads in the anime, but yeah, for that trainer it's new. And yeah, I was kind of like, really doing this? And she's kind of not learnt her lesson, because she starts praising Psyduck and, oh, thank you for saving my glasses, and Krogunk and Piplup. I think Krogunk kind of understands where Piplup's coming from now, because they're just both devastated again that a new Pokemon has stolen their attention after they finally, like, basically fixed everything, fixed all their problems. So yeah, a weird ending, kind of funny, typical kind of Pokemon ending, really. And yeah, it was a very good episode, my personal favourite so far, and Ollie's as well.
I've got to say as well, obviously it ends with them looking absolutely shocked. I think from an episode point, this was the best episode from Pokemon reaction faces.
Well, for this series, I'm
talking about this series in particular. Just some of the faces that Krogunk and Piplup make towards each other are just so funny, and they really give this episode some life. But yeah, definitely my favourite one so far. Not to say that the next episode is bad, because I enjoyed this one as well. What about you?
So this one was all about going to, I was going to say Hoenn because of Ho-Oh, Johto, and going to the Johto region, which has been a very long time, and Ash and Go to, I want to say it's Ekritique is the city, right, from Johto. Obviously they say the Japanese name. That's where Bell Tower and I think Sprout Tower was, no, maybe Sprout Tower was somewhere else, but yeah, that's essentially the one based off Kyoto, and basically where you catch Ho-Oh and Gold and Silver and Heart Gold, Soul Silver, that place. And yeah, it was a good episode. It was essentially about just trying to find Ho-Oh. There'd been reported sightings of Ho-Oh, but it turns out it wasn't. It was some kid like getting his Fearow and Cyndaquil to like mimic a Ho-Oh, because his grandfather, who used to like really believe in Ho-Oh and it was his goal to find Ho-Oh, has really given up on that dream and says Ho-Oh doesn't exist because he's never seen it. So he's trying to get his grandfather to believe in Ho-Oh again. And it's a good episode. It's a really nice episode in terms of don't give up on your dreams, the kind of message they show, and just like a kind of nice family episode in a way.
Yeah, and there's like, it's this message of like, even though you're old, it's never too late to dream, sort of thing as well, which is really nice. A side note, was I the only one that was really happy for Professor Sagaragi this episode? Because he's had to send them, Ash and Go, on trains, planes and boats of late, for these Pokemon research. He lets the kids take the bus this time, and I was like, that's good for his wallet.
Oh, I'm assuming, yeah, I guess so. I didn't even think about that. I didn't realise they could get the bus from Kanto. That'd be a long bus ride, thinking about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so basically they start looking for Ho-Oh. They go up, I think it's Bell Tower, and yeah, there's a weird part of this episode with Stantler and Misdreavus, who are essentially like causing these illusions with their powers, and kind of turning Bell Tower into like at first like a cliff they have to climb. It's really weird, and well, the stairs actually go under first. They turn all squishy, but then they start climbing a cliff, they feel like, and then they get sent to a desert, and it's really weird. And thankfully, that kind of, I didn't really like that part. That's just personally me. I just thought it wasn't really needed.
It's typical ghost Pokemon behaviour, though, isn't it?
Yeah, and they just kind of, thankfully, they just, I can't remember who attacked them. Maybe Pikachu, but they basically.
Go catches them.
Oh, does he catch them both?
He catches them.
Oh,
both.
Never mind. I didn't remember that bit.
Watch your Pokemon episodes.
Yeah, so I guess he gets them. Yeah, of course. In fact, there'll be no attacking, would there? Because Go keeps catching Pokemon without landing a hit on her, which is bizarre. I still think that's a weird choice, but so they get to top of Bell Tower, and they're talking about they've had at the end of the day they've had a really good time spending time together, the grandfather and his grandson looking for Ho-Oh, and at the end of the day they feel we're not going to see Ho-Oh, but at least we can try again one day. And then the rainbow feather that the grandfather has starts reacting, and you see a rainbow, and he thinks he sees Ho-Oh. I'm assuming he does see Ho-Oh, as everyone else is left, so he's the only one who sees it. And then when he shouts to them Ho-Oh, Ho-Oh's basically gone. We never know if that's just him seeing it, or thinks he's seeing it, or he actually did see it. But yeah, we get to see Ho-Oh animated here, which is quite nice because it's been a while. And one thing I do like about this episode, because Pokemon rarely does this, Ash mentions he saw Ho-Oh. Obviously, they never really go back in Pokemon. The amount of times I've seen a Pokemon that Ash has caught and Ash never mentions he's had that Pokemon before, or he sees a Pokemon say Lucario in Diamond and Pearl series, but he's never mentioned I've met Lucario before in one of the movies, and it's the same with legendary Pokemon. It kind of annoys me there's that movie amnesia and stuff like that, and even sometimes the series amnesia. But he brings up Ho-Oh because obviously it's from the first episode. They show us kind of reconstruction of the first episode with Ash and Pikachu on the floor seeing Ho-Oh, and I thought that was a nice touch. I was so glad they did it, because I was saying to Ollie at the time, they don't show that, or he don't mention it, I'm going to be furious.
Yeah, we were definitely hoping for that. It was nice to see Ho at the end. It's what I was hoping for. I did predict the ending to you, and you were desperately not wanting that the kids to leave just as Ho appears. You're no, they won't do that, surely.
I just thought it would have been better if I don't care if Ash sees it. He's seen it before, and I guess it'd be okay if Go saw it. But I just wanted the grandson to see it as well. But
I think that gives him something to chase, doesn't it?
Exactly.
And I think Ash and Go will run into Ho again. There's no doubt. Obviously, we don't know how long the series is going to be, how long these two characters are going to last. Well, obviously Ash is going to seemingly last forever, but
10-year-old,
who knows? But I think obviously with Go, his goal being to catch every Pokemon and fight. He wants to fight and catch legendaries. He's going to see Ho again at some point. But a really strong episode. I love the aesthetic that they really capture Kyoto's feel, in Johto. I remember watching Johto Journeys. I never really got that vibe. The whole, old town Kyoto sort of vibe. I mean, this is my memory as a 6-year-old, mind you.
I never watched the Johto series, so.
But yeah, they really nailed it, and it was really cool to see. I love the colours palettes as well. The animation as well, in particular, when they take down the Fearow and Cyndaquil, is some of the series' best as well. Not quite sure who animated it, unfortunately.
With a Pikachu.
But yeah, it's
really
Ash
good.
and Pikachu. They look really springy and bouncy. There's a lot of good movement there. It was just, really good.
But some
really
good
cool
episodes, and I'm looking forward to next week's, which seems to be about, I think it's Dragonair, actually. It's basically Ash and Go to a Dragonite Island, and a lot of people are speculating this is going to be the first time Go tries to catch a Pokemon and it won't work, without battling, because these are some strong Pokemon. So I'm looking forward to seeing this. But the Pokemon series, it's still, I feel like it's definitely missing something. I can't really say what, just some cohesive plot in the background would be nice, I think.
It's missing an overarching goal.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But as an episodic show, I am thoroughly enjoying it. So looks like another entertaining episode. But that about does it, I think, James.
It does, yeah. So guys, let me know in the comments what you thought of those episodes, which one was your favourite, and we're gonna obviously try and go back to weekly episodes, because that's what we've always been trying to do. But if you did enjoy today's video, guys, a like is super appreciated. If you want to stay up to date with everything Pokemon anime, you're in the right place. Make sure to hit the subscribe button down below to become a part of the Twintendo Nation.
Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope you have an awesome day, and we'll see you on the next episode review.
Peace.